and welcome to the Fantasy Critic League. Kyle, 800 years ago, called it the Easy Ally Smartest Person contest. Feels a little self-aggrandizing to call it that now, but...
Yeah.
Anyway,
that reeked of Bossman when I first saw the page. I was like, Easy Ally Smartest Person. Okay.
And it's just been proven right every year.
7 years in a row.
This will be the
Has it been seven? This will be the seventh.
This is lucky number 7.
Yeah, that other person you see, introduce yourself. We are honored to have...
I'm Steve Fallon, creator of Fantasycritic.games.
Wow.
Making my second appearance on the show.
Yeah. Joined again by the creator of Fantasy Critic Games.
Yeah.
And I understand that you have some interesting stats
Oh.
for us.
I do. I have a couple. I've got a graph of everyone's performance over time.
I'd love to see that.
I sent it to you. I don't know if you could pull that up.
Yeah. Let me go pull that up. Hang on.
Is mine a flat line? I'm hoping mine is not a flat line. It may be a
Yours
flat
is
line.
Don. Yours is actually the least flat.
Oh, wow. That's a
You have
surprise.
the most variance.
It's the opposite of flat, one might say.
Interesting.
Also, I apologize. We're going into your 6th year, not your 7th. Isla, you've won 5 years in a row.
Okay.
Is that true? There were. I
Yes.
thought that was just a joke. We've actually done it 5 years. Holy smokes! Wow. Okay.
It's been 3 years since the episode I was on.
Unbelievable.
Whoa.
Oh, this graph is looking nice.
So Jones and Gabby are the little blips because they've only been in the league for a year. You can barely see. They don't actually have lines.
I see.
Oh, yes.
Oh, because they just started.
Yeah. I thought about extending it out where there would be a flat line after the year so you could see them better, but I thought that this was the most truthful way to depict it, given that 2024 hasn't started yet.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd finally done really well. It just turns out Isla finally had a bad season.
Apparently
Sure.
so. Yeah, this is the worst I've ever done.
Yeah,
Holy
look
crap.
at that. And still
Oh, and you've done pretty much pretty close.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I only beat you by
Don's
4
best
points.
year- Don's best year was year 1. Look at that.
I came out of the gates hot, and we
131,
never
yeah.
got things figured out.
2022, you got 114.
You broke 100.
Never sorted things out.
You broke 70.
Where did I break 100? Oh yeah, look at that. 2022. I came up in 2022 big
2019 and
time.
2022?
Back
Yeah.
in the triple
I
digits.
would expect last year all of your scores to go, or the people that were constant scores to go down because there's 2 more players to get games and take points
That
up.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just have like a great mind for math and
Stats
numbers
and math.
and this kind of stuff, don't you? I don't even think about that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, I just sucked this year. It's like, no, there are 2 more people. Spoilers. Okay, I'm
Like,
looking
which
at
one is
best
this?
performers
This one?
now.
Those are the best games that any of you have had on your teams over the years.
Wow. So my greatest
okay.
hit ever was
Wait, why am I not on
Ragnarok.
there?
Interesting.
You've never had a good game?
Because Isla, you didn't have the first pick last year, and yet they let you get Tears of the Kingdom.
She had 3rd pick.
I remember being shocked by that.
Yeah,
I remember
me
being
too.
shocked. I think that at the time, if I recall, there was some kind of weird, we hadn't seen a trailer or the trailer we saw.
Yes.
Like, people were
Because
feeling
I remember
weird about
being
it.
like, you guys are crazy for not picking it, and everyone was like, I don't know, you don't know
Yeah.
what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Wrong.
The 2023
Whatever.
was just kind of a wild year. You could throw a dart and hit a 90 in 2023.
I couldn't. Speak for yourself. I was
Wait,
throwing
why am
lots
I not on here? Did I just pick
darts.
all mid games?
Maybe
These are the top 15.
Okay.
Isla, Don, and Kyle are going to be... They have more opportunities to be higher up.
Right,
Yeah.
I
so
see,
many
I
more
see.
selections over the years. Yeah.
So, yeah, Zelda is the top scoring game ever, then
Wow.
Elden Ring.
Wow.
God of War Ragnarok. Don, you have the 3rd highest scoring game of all time, Don.
Not too
And
bad.
the-
And you
Ragnarok.
drafted
6th.
18th?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a late
That's
round.
crazy.
That was... You drafted that 18th.
How
Yeah.
did that happen? Wow.
How did that slip through for so long?
I don't know.
I don't think we believed it would come out that year. You know what I mean? I think there
That's
was
probably
maybe that's
it.
what it. Actually, I think you're right, Kyle.
Yeah,
That's
that
what it
was probably
I
it.
do remember that.
Resident Evil 2, yeah.
Which I think that's been the biggest thing that's burned me over the years is counting on is I put my money on some games that I was hoping would come out and I've missed the mark. Oh, the date a lot of times, missed the street date.
You getting Demon Souls burns. Just like you getting
$5.
Talos Principle 2, we'll get into it.
$5.
Yeah. Look at that Forza Horizon for $1.
Wow, what a
Yeah.
bargain.
Oh yeah, you bid, yeah.
Unbelievable bargain.
$46. 46.
Was that the most ever spent?
Well, we'll get into it. We'll get into all that later on when we're going through the play-by-play of this year. But some things happened with Jones and Don's teams this year. All right, now I'm going to worst performers. Alan Wake
The Alan
2.
Wake 2 counter pick.
Oh, the counter pick.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That was
CPK is
brutal.
counter pick. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's brutal. Even though when you did that, I was like, I thought it would hit like 70s, you know? When you did Alan Wake 2. But, Balan Wonderworld died. Oh, boy.
I stand by most of these
Someone
picks.
needed to believe in that game.
Oh, yeah, when you counterpicked Assassin's Creed.
Most
also.
of these picks I actually stand behind.
Does this mean he drafted that counterpick 5th, or that was... Or 4th?
That
I
was
mean?
the
Drafted
fourth counter pick of that year. Was
Oh,
Assassin's
fourth
Creed
counter pick.
2020.
Okay.
Which the name there is whatever it was called at the time that Don drafted it. 2020 ended up being, was that Valhalla?
I think so.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's Baldo the Guardian Owls?
Or was that
I don't-
Odyssey?
What's that?
What
It was
is
like
Baldur
kind
the
of,
Guardian?
I don't.
It was kind of
I don't know
Studio
if I remember
Ghibli. It had that kind of like
And that was a
cartoonish
game?
style. Yeah.
Oh.
That was a game.
I remember
Don must have liked the trailer.
I remember
must
Bossman
have,
when you picked
yeah.
up this Anno game, I assume you were thinking it was one of the Oh no, never mind. It's a counter pick. Never mind.
That was a counter pick. I believe it was a counter pick of you, Isla. I think
Yeah.
you grabbed that one.
Oh, you took Empire
I
of
must
Sin
have
back in
thought it was-
2020? That's crazy.
Apparently,
I got
you and
that
Huber
game.
were really hyped on it.
I purchased that game actually. I played it a bunch, but I didn't even remember that you picked it back then. I
Oh,
think.
Here I am.
Firmament made the cut for worst picks, eh? That's definitely my worst
15.
pick. Well, I guess Empire's Son is my worst
That
pick.
Assassin's Creed Mirage,
Fallen Order,
I feel like
counterpick.
it could have been, that could have hit me way harder.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
yeah.
that -6.
Yeah. Most years.
This one is exactly what you expect it to be.
Oh, well, you know what?
games
This
have
does
been-
hurt.
It's on what teams for the
the
most amount of
most.
times.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
Don
So
is
obviously,
I had Silk Song for a while.
Silk Song. Yeah,
Skull
Silk
and
Song's
Bones
a
is
couple
the one that stands out there, but also Kyle's counter pick of Skull and Bones.
picking of
Yeah.
Stone Bones.
Three.
Easy money
ouch.
every year. Yeah.
Easy,
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
money every year. Oh my
Or
god.
easy $0.
And yeah, your
Yeah,
belief in the
that
Forza
hurts.
Motorsport finally paid off this year, I think.
That especially hurts because, you know, some of you may have not heard. We won't linger on it, but I have finally, at long last, jumped off the bandwagon of SMB. So that hurts it. The fact I stayed committed to it that long and then I actually won't see it to the end.
He's off the S&B bandwagon.
He's not a
everyone.
boner anymore. a boner. A skull and boner.
He's not a skull and boner anymore.
It's gone,
All right,
it's gone soft. It's gone soft.
Oh, geez.
This one's best points per dollar.
Oh, okay, best bids. Forza Horizon 5, yeah. Great
All
one.
$1 bids. Look at these.
Wow.
Points per
That
dollar,
actually makes it pretty
24.
simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are all the
Look
highest
at-
points per dollar.
yeah.
So
we all
Boston-
spent
Wow.
$1 in these and got a lot of points
Crazy
on it.
bargain hunter. Look
Case
at
of the Golden
Bossman,
Idol.
the bargain hunter. Unbelievable. The points he pulled.
Yeah,
out of this.
Bossman does really good bids,
Wow.
I would say.
The bargain bin.
Yeah, paying off big time.
I'll tell you, a lot of these is like
Signal.
just refreshing the Reddit rumors subreddit.
Ah, that's
You know
a
what I mean?
source.
So like if they're rumoring that Forza Horizon's going to come out this year, like how it says unannounced, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'll hop in.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
look at-
Right. Call of the Sea, dude. Remember that? That was a cute
Yeah,
game.
Call of the Sea.
I think that was really late in the year, too. That was like a last minute pickup.
Yeah, I think it was. All right.
Worst
Worst bids.
Uh oh. Wait, wow, because they did Shredder's Revenge dirty, didn't they? Look at this.
Did it not
I
I think
come
think
out?
these are. I
0
think a lot
points.
of these are games that didn't come out that year.
Yeah, Shredder's Revenge
Yeah.
came out last year, Don.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it
2022.
didn't come
No,
out.
2022.
Wow.
Same with
Yeah,
Total
that-
War
Gabby, you
Warhammer
made it.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on here.
I was on worst performers as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious about that. You don't have any. You didn't gather some kind of data. I don't even know how you could get this data of
There it is.
how many like how
made
many
the
games
site.
were
He's
picked
got all
that
the data.
didn't come out in the year? You know what I'm saying? What would that graph look like? Like how many picks were made of games that did? Who picked the most that didn't come out?
Oh, sure.
I don't know if you did that.
I mean,
one
you can
stat or
kind
not.
of see that just
I
on
bet
the
you-
site itself. The site will list you how many games you did release, counting up the games that you had at some point that didn't come out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It would take me
Yeah,
a
I
second to
see.
put that together. I could.
I see. No,
Yeah.
Isla's brought
So,
it
like,
up here, so I kind of see.
Bossman had 13 that released. You only had 7.
I only had 7. Yeah,
So-
that hurt me over the years for
And how
sure.
many total games do we have this year? It was 1, 2.
I think 14.
You had 15 non-counter picks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Interesting.
Counting our crazy,
Counting your unannounced slot.
unannounced.
Which really, the database is now flooded with wild predictions because a lot of leagues followed suit after you did your dream picks.
We're sorry.
Oh, the dream.
You know, we're the Regina George of Fantasy Critic. You know,
Yeah.
if we wear flip flops
Except that
and
you-
cargo pants, everyone else is gonna wear
Yeah,
flip flops.
except
and
that you
cargo
follow
can
suit.
sit with us
Yeah. That's,
by doing whatever we.
When we get there, I actually have an old way of. There's another way to do these sort of dream picks that I think is a little bit more reasonable than having, for example, Pokemon Conquest sequel unannounced, which is currently in the database.
Right. All right, let's look through the teams here. Yeah, and I mean, as you've seen a couple of times already, I did win again for the
closest
6th
ever.
year. Our
Oh, yeah.
closest
That was
ever.
your 5th.
My 5th win. Okay, my 5th win.
Yeah.
We're entering our 6th year. Okay. Yeah, I beat Bossman by 4 points, not counting decimals. Which I was stressing out, Bossman. This is very stressful for me. Fantasy Critic is very stressful for me. And like the last week of the year, I was like, Bossman's gonna pull some shit. Bossman, it was like December 28th, and I'm like, Bossman's got something fucking up his sleeve. He's gonna drop something. He's gonna screw me right at the end. Cause you love to make it sting too.
All I needed was a tweet from Team Cherry to say we're not going to make it out this year, but they had no communication. Yeah,
Right, because I was like, if that was what I was afraid of. If anybody says we're not coming out, you could have dropped them, and then I would have been screwed. Yeah, craziest is the closest it's ever been. Then Gabby 3rd, 124. Great performance.
Thank you.
yeah, right out of the
Thank you.
Strong 3rd.
Reminds me of my rookie year back when
Back when Doug got 130 on his rookie year or whatever. What was it?
No, it was not
young and full of energy.
131.
Yeah,
131.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
not bad.
I love these graphs. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
these
making
are
these.
amazing.
Yeah,
These
these
are
graphs are
amazing.
Love
Yes.
graphs, love charts.
Yeah.
That sort of thing of the cross year stuff is something I want to integrate into the site itself, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay,
that's
because I was
exciting.
trying to look for that, and then I was like, I don't know how to do that. So I'm glad I'm not crazy and just couldn't
It's somewhere
find
on the back end.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
glad
can
have the
see
data.
old years, but there's no page to see aggregates.
Stats.
Yeah.
All right, and then Don
Yes.
did not lose.
I didn't lose. I woke up and something changed inside my body, Isla. I'm not kidding you. Something is different. I got to take this opportunity first and foremost to thank all my fans out there who never gave up on me. Boy, I wouldn't have made it this far without you because it was tough. Year after year, losing.
Yeah.
Being proved the dumbest?
No.
It can't be possible.
No, no.
I don't love that we call it that,
Wait,
but whatever.
I like
Yeah,
it.
wait, hold on. What does that
Shut
mean?
up, dum dum.
What it means, Jones, is something has left my body and entered yours. I am sad to report. That's right.
Jow Day.
Use me?
The curse. The curse has left my body, Jones. As you can
okay.
bear witness, the curse
all right.
has left my body, and it will now transfer to you for the
I
foreseeable
was wondering what that
future.
was.
How's that?
That was great.
All right.
Anyway, so Doug got 4th. 78 points.
A strong fourth.
A straw. We'll call it 4th.
Just horrific. Just horrific.
And then Jones got 5th. But I don't know if Bossman hoodwinked you or what? Is that an inappropriate term?
Hoodwinked?
I don't think so.
I don't
know.
so.
Yeah, all right.
We can make it.
I don't know if Bossman. Yeah. I don't know if Bossman told you to bid a whole bunch of
bleep it
money
out.
and screwed you over or what. You also lost points for. Okay, so what happened, Jones? Tell us what happened.
Yeah. Explain yourself.
Well, okay, yeah. Counter picks, I did not even know was a thing. When we got into, like, when we were shooting the last video, I was
What do
like,
you mean?
We told you multiple times, but yeah.
but I didn't understand it. Like, I'd never
Yeah.
done this before.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I've
Yeah,
never
yeah,
done
yeah.
fantasy leagues before. So, like, a lot of this stuff was new. And I was like, and I'm still.
None of it makes sense to me.
And I'm still a little iffy because I remember last year looking at the list and it's like, you got to pick one that no one else has picked before that's going to do bad. And I looked at all the options and it's like, all of these are going to be great. So, like, I'm just losing points now. I was
This-
like, I can't.
the risk.
I don't.
This year was the
don't
hardest
know.
year for counter picks ever. Like,
So it looks like I'm
in the
gunning
past,
for Alan
Don
Wake
usually
2,
gives
but
you
I-
like
I had-
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this year was all winners. So
It was strange to like want Alan Wake 2 not to be good because I was very excited about that.
Rooting against it.
And yeah, the whole you don't fill those slots and lose 15 points, just like win in one ear and right out the other. Like I 100% missed that. And so when that was mentioned later, I was like, oh.
I feel like I did
okay.
text you that, but it probably didn't make any sense. It was probably like in the middle of the
Just
night and be
didn't-
like,
yeah.
if you don't counter pick,
Yeah.
you lose points. What?
Just totally didn't process it. And then what Bossman did was alluded that like, oh yeah, just FYI, heads up, those Mario games, go. They're going to announce those, or there's going to be available to pick, and Isla and Don might jump all over that, and like I don't know if you said they're not going to be cheap or something. It was some sort of allusion to like you might want to like invest in those, and so I spent every penny I had because I didn't
Winning
realize.
big.
I needed to save that money. Not only did I way overspend on those, but I needed to
Yeah.
save as much money as I could for the counter picks, which I had not filled out.
Yeah.
Well,
So
here's
he
what I'm frustrated
bid.
by it.
No better way to learn these lessons than
Counter
to
picks are free.
lose.
You don't need to spend money on this.
Oh, counter picks are free?
Yes.
7 months ago, you do need to spend money on an
You do
RD.
need to
Yeah, I
spend-
thought you did. Yeah, I
could
thought you
not
have to
do it.
bid on them. You have to bid on them.
Jones, I offered you a lifeline 7 months ago is my problem.
Right.
I gave you a way out and you slapped my hand.
Well, I mean,
I think we told
looking-
him not to do
Yeah,
it.
we
We were
definitely
like,
did.
don't do it. Bossman needs to lose.
looking at the stats now, looking at the numbers, looking at the streak that Isla's been on, looking at the numbers, it's like bowling. I'm thinking once you get over 100, you're like in a totally different league. And realizing, especially in my first season, what I could expect of myself, upsetting Bossman numerous times was way more entertaining than like any sort of stat game or
It's
anything.
like at the
that
end
was
of the
just best.
Grinch, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you brought up Zelda and it was like, I'm surprised nobody picked Zelda. It's like I picked Spider-Man right out of the gate, 100% despite Bossy. Like I knew
Nice.
he wanted that.
I mean, I'm looking at the trade now, and Kyle, your second offer to Jones was very generous.
Thank
It
you.
was you were giving
Wow.
him Mortal Kombat 1 and $20 for Super Mario RPG remake.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should have taken that
That's
one.
huge. That's huge.
Did Mortal Kombat
He
didn't
wouldn't
score
have done
that great
anything
though,
with
did
it.
it?
Mortal Kombat got an 84. That's pretty good. 14 points.
Better than
Plus
better than Mario
$20.
RPG.
Mario
Oh,
RPG
same.
got an
Same as
84.
Mario
Same. So it would have been
So Jones
same
would've
and
got
plus 20 bucks.
out of it.
I would have
Yeah.
got
But
money
then
out of
you
it,
would
yeah.
have had. I don't know. You would have done something.
That was a
I
wash.
would have traded with Bossman is the
Yeah.
thing. That's what I would have done. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Which
I
its
remember
whole,
Gabby and I being like,
host of
Jones,
issues.
take the L. We can't let
Yes,
Bossman have maneuvering power. So Jones spent all his money halfway through the year.
So that
and
trade wouldn't have
alas,
changed the scores, I guess.
No,
It wouldn't have.
What about the other offer Kyle made? Do you remember what
Well,
it was?
it would
Kyle?
have. So Jonesy would have had more money to
He would have
spread
had money.
around.
Oh,
He would
I
have
see.
finished
so
his
maybe he
team,
could have
yeah.
made a move. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that trade alone wouldn't have changed anything, but it would have given Jones the power to not have an incomplete team,
I see.
Yes.
which would have changed quite a bit.
Who
I
knows
imagine.
what could have happened?
The curse would still be in your body.
Oh, thank
Probably.
God he didn't take that trade.
Well, I don't want to assume the curse would still be in your body, but the curse might still be in your body.
Curse is left.
So then Bossy just had a hell of a team. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we usually go game by game. So Jones, Spider-Man, great pick. 90 points, incredible. Obviously, Suicide Squad didn't come out and is an insane pick.
Round 2. That was his round 2 pick.
Now we know. We didn't know then, Well, we maybe new. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the rest of us being like, okay, Jones.
That's a heart pick.
But the pedigree is there, you know. I support you. Then 3 really good 80s, despite
Excellent 80s. Yeah.
the game.
I remember the Starfield pick was scoffed at. I remember that was like,
Yeah.
Octopath Traveler 2, excellent pickup, Jonesy.
Yeah, Octopath Traveler 2, Final Fantasy 16, incredible. SpongeBob, I remember that was for your wife. It was a wash, but it was cute,
Right.
and we love it.
And it was a 0. You know, could have lost points.
Could have lost
Yeah.
points. And then the Marios were maybe not worth what you paid for them, but they were very good.
yeah.
Very good.
That was such an
Disney?
invisible number of like
Positive
what
points?
to bid when, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, really hard to narrow down because that was all invisible, you know, that was all that money was all passed underneath bathroom stalls. I was not privy to any of those exchanges in past seasons, so I had to learn the hard way.
Okay.
Privy.
So I mean, like, just to be clear, like you can click on a button to look at league activity and see exactly how many.
Jonesy,
people
don't
bid.
listen.
Totally
I can-
invisible information. No way to access it whatsoever. Complete mystery to me at all times.
Jones, it's
Exactly.
very nebulous. You should not feel bad. Trust me. They say these rules are simple,
Wait, can
and
you-
literally they're constantly shifting.
Can you see how
Right,
much
right.
dollars were bid?
Constantly
I forget our
shifting.
rules.
In the past,
Yeah, yeah.
not like what's being bid on now, but you can
Right.
see
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the history of what people
The
have
history,
bid. In the
bid
past.
history. It's usually
Totally
like
invisible.
Yes.
6 or 11 or 12 or, you know, not 40 or 20 or whatever. Well, here, let's look. What was the worst bids? 21 sevens, you know, lots of sevens. The average apparently is 7 for us. I don't know if
For
that's
the
true
bad bids, at
site-wide.
least.
For the bad, yeah, for the bad bids.
Yeah, none of my picks
yeah,
were
the-
below 70. I feel good about that.
The best bids
season
are $1.
Or none of
Yeah,
my
I mean,
games.
that's really good. You had no
truly
negatives
bad
except for your
pickups.
massively intense counter pick. But like you were saying, we were all screwed on counter picks last year. It was
Yeah.
so hard to counter pick. Then Bossman just had a hell of a team over here. RE4 remake, 92 points. Street Fighter 6, 92 points. Silksong didn't come out again, thank goodness.
Didn't even
Motorsport
say.
finally came out. Yeah, we didn't even
so
see
it's just
Silksong.
disappointing 84.
So wait,
I'll tell you
your 3-year love affair with Forza Motorsport.
Motorsport.
Forza
Finally over.
Motorsport finally paid off, dude. Paid off well too. 84. You said the average
Look at
Steve
Redfall.
is 77, right?
It was at one point. That's usually if you can get a 77 out of a game, that's pretty good. But the site actually now adjusts for. It considers your first pick more valuable than your
Oh.
8th pick.
Nice.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I imagine the first pick is higher than a 77 on average by a good bit.
yeah. Yeah. Redfall.
If I just didn't pick up Redfall, I would have won.
You would have won.
If I had an empty slot there, I win.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
almost counterpicked
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
So close.
That would've-
Most
you
of the
would've gotten
years-
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have this data, sorry, but I think at least once for sure, but I think at least twice I've won with empty slots because I realized that picking up anything else would only hurt me.
Just a risk. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know.
I mean, Redfall looked a little sketch, but we didn't think it would be
But it
that
was like
bad.
too early for it to like truly judge. Yeah, yeah.
We didn't think it would be.
Yeah.
And Arcane.
Yeah.
Like Arcane rules. I don't know.
Right?
Otherwise, like very strong team. Only 0 is Silksong didn't come out.
Bloodworth was obsessed with Lego 2K Drive. He made it sound like it was going to
Yeah.
be an absolute
Yeah.
goatee. And then
I bid on
Yeah.
that. I bid on that too.
Yeah.
I
There
think.
you go.
I think I did.
Lego games are like that's like an easy like 70.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like an easy
Yeah.
78.
Exactly.
Yeah,
bummer.
high 70s, low 80s, easy. Talos Principle 2 burns
That's
me
really
to this
fucked.
day. Your traitorous chat, dude. Fuck. I bid on it too. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it hurts. It hurts. That was a psychic blow. Congrats, good job. Donkey Kong didn't come out. What was your? Oh, Final Fantasy 9 remake. Love that. It exists. I don't know. It's not out yet. Tears of the Kingdom, highest scoring game of all time. Apparently, I recently learned that.
Valuable pickup.
Screw the non-believers who said it wasn't going to be good.
Note that it came out before Avatar.
What?
We'll just keep going.
Game?
Sorry.
The game didn't score well, did it?
Oh, wait.
Nope. And I
Jedi Survivor
counterpicked
did
it.
all right.
Scores aren't all in yet.
Mina the Hollower didn't come out. Kerbal Space Program, of course, didn't come out. No real stinkers though.
What is Firmament? Absolute Firmament is a stinker. What was that?
Oh,
What even
Firmament is a stinker. That
That was a heart pick.
I allowed myself a heart pick, even though I knew it was gonna suck.
And you still won.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't suck. I played the whole thing and I enjoyed it, but it's rougher on the edges. I knew it wasn't gonna score well, is what I meant. I love Cyan Worlds. Other people who make Myst. My team used to be named after that. Yeah,
I'll tell you another one I was scared of was City Skylines 2. Is I was like, oh no, that's
dude,
gonna be
I was
so many points.
bummed. I was
Yeah.
bummed. That was my final pickup. I was like, sure thing, dude. City Skylines.
Yeah.
At least it was in the positive.
It seems like a safe pick, kind of, but
Yeah. And
Actually,
then
you
my
gotta
counter
run an
picks were
incredible pickups there. Blasphemous 2, Cocoon, Viewfinder, Liza P. Excellent pickups. Those are
thank
good.
you. My counter picks went exactly how I always want my counter picks to go.
Yeah.
I try to counter pick things that aren't going to come out. That's what I try to
Sure.
do.
Yeah. Don't let Jones's whining get to you. Like, there were absolutely legitimate counter picks available on the table.
I mean, Redfall is the big miss on the counter pick.
Yeah.
Redfall, if anyone counterpicked
yeah.
Redfall,
I'm
it
so
would have been
devastated
incredible.
about not
yeah.
counterpicking Redfall. I truly was so close to doing it.
It would have
and-
been amazing to
yeah.
counterpick Redfall. All right. Then Don's team. Okay. Don filled his entire team out on day one, even though while we were shooting, I think I recall saying, Don, what are you doing? Stop. Don, stop. Well, and then halfway through the year, Don was railing that he should get to drop all his games.
Yeah.
Well, then you were given the opportunity to drop the games and you didn't.
I was not given
The
an
Hyper
opportunity.
Drop.
Yeah.
The new thing. Yeah.
Hyper drop.
I wasn't given an opportunity.
I mean,
We told him.
whatever.
The computer told me there was no games I could drop. They told me there was nothing to drop.
I mean, I don't know what the hyperdrop is. I don't.
It
I
would
don't
not let me
understand.
drop anything. I tried many, many times. Look, there's two kinds of people in this world. You know this, Kyle. Two types of Monopoly players, and I should clarify. The ones that play with free parking and the ones that don't. And there's also the
that
ones that
means.
play with, like, you know, you can trade properties, you can barter, you can maybe pay an extra fee to travel from one railroad
Which are
to
you
another
in this
railroad.
scenario?
All I'm saying is
third
I like
type.
to have fun. Yeah, there you
Railroad
go.
fee. Whoa, I've
I
never
like
heard that
to-
one
yeah.
before.
There's a lot of fun
Railroad
rules
fee.
you can add if you're willing to play
Wow.
ball, Jones, but there's no room to play ball. Yeah, I messed up. What
Trading
can I
is
say?
in the
Isla,
rules. You can trade.
I misunderstood Isla, and it haunted me the whole season long because
And then he
I don't
made
know.
it
I
our
guess I just
problem.
thought I was going to
He
be
made it
able to
our
drop
problem.
a bunch of teams and then pick different teams.
In a sense, I feel
And I couldn't.
validated by the constant Cassandra syndrome
Is
that
there something
happens
else I
where I
just didn't
say
listen to?
where I say things and people just don't heed
there
me.
something else right now?
Yeah, just all the time.
Okay.
I honestly feel flattered by it. So
Yeah,
thank
I
you, Don.
misunderstood, but what can I say? I said this
Yeah.
last time. I messed up. And
Here's the thing, though, Don.
it
You
messed me
got
up.
some great
Your team is strong.
Well,
dude.
here's the thing, too. Yeah, in defense,
I thought this
will
was the
say
best
this.
team you ever put together, even though you're insane and did it all in one day.
I mean, the thing that drives me nuts, too, is the thing that always drives me nuts. Avatar right now has a 71. Are you kidding me? Is that accurate?
Seems about right.
That's accurate.
I'm ready to move to another planet. Have you played the game,
Pandora
Kyle?
even.
Jones?
Pandora.
Steve?
I have not. No, attempted.
I have
but
not played
nobody-
that game. No.
No rational human being
one
is going to
knows.
play that game.
No
Nobody
one
plays
knows.
that game. It's Blue Far Cry. What are you going to do?
I will say this with the most amount of honesty I've ever said anything in my life, and it's going to shock you. Avatar, the world of Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, is more exciting and better than Tears of the Kingdom. And
Okay.
that was my goatee.
Let's
before
move
I
on.
played Avatar.
shocked.
And I'm being 100% solid. Just played in Explorer mode, though. Played in Explorer mode.
Is
it's the
Avatar
first game
Frontiers
to
of Pandora
work
your
with
goatee?
Explorer mode. 100%.
We haven't done
Are you going to
Goatees
bring
yet.
it up at Cody's?
I mean, I'm not involved in goatees, but
Yes,
I
you
would.
are. Aren't you?
I'd
Well,
absolutely
the way we're
bring
doing
it
it this year, you are.
I'm bringing it up. So yeah,
Great,
so the
good.
fact it's a 71,
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say? You said it's more exciting?
something's very wrong. Yes. More everything.
It's a more everything.
more
than,
It's more
Tears of the
everything. Name
Yeah.
one thing, and I'll try to. I'll
It's more
say
that.
if. Yeah.
It's more of that.
All right.
More
So
Link.
I love the creative problem solving of Tears of the Kingdom.
Don't need it.
Okay, so it's more of everything except for the things that you don't need.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gives
got
you
it.
need it.
more
You know
other
what?
than the
Here,
things.
because here's why, Kyle. Tears of the Kingdom needed that. It needed that. it needed that.
What?
That
Needed what?
centerpiece of creative experimentation you're able doing as like basically that truly is the core of the game. That's what makes that game so special. Is just that. And like all the other stuff about that game is like good, but it's not spectacular. Avatar doesn't have that element, but every single other part of the game is spectacular on a level that Tears of the Kingdom is not. I'm sorry to say. Tears of the Kingdom was my goatee. So maybe I'm a madman. But the game, a 71... okay, a lot of things maybe. I don't know. You could probably nitpick, but what I'm saying is it's not a 71. Just like, well, maybe Assassin's Creed Mirage is 76. I don't know.
I'm just thinking about how I'm going to have to throw out my Zanku chicken.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
It's been sitting out for like an hour.
My point is a lot of these games are getting raw deals out there. That's what I mean by I'd stand by my picks. Over the years, there's a lot of picks I'd stand by. I think the scores drive me nuts, though. I can't take it.
It's an aggregate, you know?
Don, I love you.
So some people scored it way higher.
Don, great counter picks, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, these are really good counter picks. Silent Hill 2 remake.
Wait, what happened? Mina the Hollower didn't come out?
Didn't come out.
Wow.
Perfect pick.
None of them did.
Replaced, didn't come out. None of them.
But I got nothing for that.
You get 0 if they don't come out. Getting 0 on a counter pick is good. I don't know if any of us has ever gained points on a counter pick. It's like 1 or 2 points.
I see.
That we've ever gained.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh no, you.
Oh
lost.
no, I didn't.
I think in past years, like somebody
there's
gained
been
1
a
or
year
2.
that somebody did.
Yeah, but it was like 1 or 2 points, or like 4 maybe. All right, Gabby, solid team, dude. Diablo 4, Dead Space remake, excellent pick. I don't know why that was allowed. Full remakes are allowed, but remasters are not.
It's a full
allowed.
remake.
Right. Remnant 2, pretty good.
Isla, it was you in 2020 counter picking Predator Hunting Grounds.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, hell yeah!
that was you got 13 off that.
Oh my God! Okay, wow, that was a lot.
That's like a full
That's like a full game.
Yeah, it's a full game on your team.
Counter picking, dude. Well, who knew? Yeah. So, Shadow Gambit. I don't even remember what that is. But
I don't either.
Well.
I think Huber told me to pick that.
Star Ocean is a great pickup.
Strategy game, I think.
I think so.
Oh yeah. Okay. Man, Chia's widely beloved. I didn't realize it scored in the 7th.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of rough around the edges.
Yeah, that makes sense. Star Ocean is a great pick.
That I picked up truly at the last second. I was like, I need something I think is going to do well. Everyone was horny for Star Ocean, so I threw it on there at the last second.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
these are good picks. This is a nice.
Yeah, your team.
Thank you,
dude. Everyone had an incredibly solid team this year. This is what I'm talking about. This is like everybody's like really good year. Like a couple of misplays, like spending all your money or picking everything in one day. But honestly, I think like if that hadn't happened, you never know. I like that none of our unannounced games came out.
Yeah.
No Astrobot. I'm shocked by that still.
That's a
no
tough
Astrobot,
one.
dude.
My biggest shock is still no Metal Slug Tactics.
Dude, where the frick is Metal Gear or Metal Slug Tactics?
I don't know.
Where's
It's
your
so
team?
weird.
Where's your team? I want to look at it. Where is it? Where are you, Metal Slug?
We're waiting for you.
Maybe this year, dude.
It's got to be.
Maybe this time. All right. That's that. So yeah, running it down again. I won. Bossman got second. Near close second. Gabby got third. Don got fourth, and Jones got fifth. So that means that Jones.
We all have money except Jones. Obviously, we all have money left over.
Yeah. Jones, our stakes were that you have to do a stream on the Easy Allies channel, 2-hour stream with a high effort cosplay of your losing game.
Which is
2 hours,
lowest scoring game. 2 hours on our channel, yeah. Which is SpongeBob SquarePants.
Nice.
That's going to be good.
That's going to be a nice time.
That's going to be very nice.
That's going to be a nice time.
That's going to be very nice.
You know, let us know. We could, if you want to do it here or at your house. If you're here, we could.
Yellow body
Come be
paint or
here
something.
too.
I'm
So
imagining.
what if I put my blood, sweat, and tears into a 2-hour stream, and then like once the minute the stream is over, Bossman just like messages you, and it's like that cosplay was low effort, and it's like, well, how are we determining?
Jones, now that you bring it up, we got to talk about Don Casanova's cosplay from this year.
The yellow body paint.
The Saints Row? He had the
Don had to dress up
green
as
wig.
a character.
Wig.
He had to dress up as a character from Saints Row.
Yeah.
Who did you
it was great.
Who did you dress up as? Who did you dress up as?
His
It was
creative
fabulous.
character.
My
wasn't it?
creative character. My creative character.
Did you create your character in the game?
Yeah,
and
I
you
created
streamed
my
it?
character, and I
That was
dressed
his
up
own
as-
character.
Don, let me ask you
Yeah.
this. Let me ask you this.
My in-game
When you're
character.
when you were on this YouTube game show a few weeks later, wearing the exact same costume, who did you say you were dressed as?
There's a lot more information you'll have to lay out before I have any idea what you're talking about.
Please
right
be
now.
nice to me.
You
We were on
said-
it together.
You said I am dressed as Ayer's Joker, wearing the exact same costume.
Well, Kyle.
Yo,
I'm
he
gonna
called you out, dude.
Well, hold on now, Kyle.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Okay, let me educate you on how the entertainment business works. Sometimes things are filmed at different dates from when they air, okay? So that Joker costume, I cosplayed first. We recorded it at a different date, right? So that Joker costume became a Joker costume at some point in time. However, the timing of the airing of the episodes.
Wait, are you saying
Which
that you
did you
cosplayed
shoot
first?
first?
Because that's what he's saying you did.
Well, look, I'm just trying to say, look, there's a delay often in when stuff broadcasts. So that's how you'd explain that. Yeah, so it was actually two different. It was two different costumes too, if you look closely.
Reuse the costume.
If you look closely,
It's two different.
know?
It's two different
Repurpose.
costumes.
there were
He's-
different details.
He's thinking about Gaia, Mother Earth.
There were
He's saving
different
the
details.
planet. Recycle,
Gaia.
reuse, Bosman.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm not going to. I got a billionaire. These costumes aren't being provided to me. You know, I'm buying these out of my own hard-earned money, Bossman. What do you expect here?
Right.
Oh, God.
Your fucking necklace.
Well,
'Cause,
do
you
you
know, the wor-
contest?
That chain was pricey. Do you know how much that chain was? $14.
I
You
don't
think I
think
got cash
but
to throw around like that? I do have one thing I got to say though. Speaking, this is my second profitable in my life since I began betting on horses. Only my second year in history, profitable year. That's how hard the horses is. They're harder. It's harder than the
How
lottery.
is this relevant? What are you bringing that
It's
up
harder
for?
than
How's it relevant?
It's just a tangent related to money.
Yeah.
It's like that Simpsons.
You're trying to
Give me
give
a hard
yourself
time
that
about
one.
my costume.
We're here to have money
Simpson is
tangents,
like-
man.
Yeah.
We're here to talk
Telling a
about money.
nonsense story. to
Kyle
distract
brought it up.
people.
I mean, that was a tangent in the first place.
Steve, you all right?
I'm good. I'm here.
Ask what full effort? Jonesy was just asking, like.
Are
so
you
what
saying
if
that
I
wasn't a
act-
full
How
effort?
are your holidays,
So I don't
Steve?
get what
Did you
your
have a
argument
nice
is. What are you
show?
saying? That
Nice
because
I
it was
think
a full effort
if
character.
if you spend money,
What does it have to do if I reuse the costume
on a
for a different
costume, it would
character or a
count,
different?
either it's a high effort.
How on earth did you stumble
DIY,
upon that?
or you spent more than 20 bucks.
recording anyway?
Yeah,
That's
you
what I want to
weirdo.
know.
Why are
What
you
on
watching us
earth?
when we're not at
Talking
work,
about
you
trolling
creep?
the internet.
Thanks for
How the heck do you
watching
cross
our
something
stuff,
like that?
Kyle.
I
That's
mean,
flattering.
Yeah, how on earth?
One would have thought you would have moved on with your life.
I'm
but
baffled.
No, I'm happy to
That you
support
tracked-
the Easy
you
Ally.
It's
track
nice to
that down.
support you or be supported by you.
Don, I watched the
all right.
intro to your food review, by the way.
Eyes are
The
everywhere.
intro. Okay.
This is what I'm finding out more and more. It's hard to keep information compartmentalized, you know?
You tweet.
Yeah.
Do you
You
not
tweeted
want
it.
people to know about your fucking food review YouTube
No, I just
channel?
wasn't expecting or really talking about it in many circumstances.
But you tweeted about it.
Right, but I didn't know a bunch of people were lurking in
Elon,
my Twitter.
Elon probably drove everyone off. Yeah, I
Everyone was
feel your
lurking-
logic.
Everyone was
there.
lurking in my Twitter.
No,
anyway, Jones.
Easy Allies
Anyway,
retweeted
Jones
it.
has to do
I'm
with
feeling more
Obviously,
comfortable
a lot of
about the
wiggle-
costume.
There's a lot of wiggle
There's
room.
some
it
wiggle
turns out.
room.
Are you kidding
yeah.
me? Both of
my
that was
God.
very high effort, but okay.
Don, you are wiggling out of your seat right now.
Wait,
I will
are you
also
saying
say-
it's not high effort? Or is the other argument that it was a high effort costume being used multiple times? Because that was a high effort costume.
I
Yes?
loved it.
I had a prosthetic tooth.
He did have a prosthetic tooth.
Also-
Do you have any idea how uncomfortable it was to keep that tooth in my mouth for 2 hours?
he stuck it
Kyle?
in there with
2
spearmint
hours
chewing
plus.
gum.
I think it was 2.5. My mouth hurt for days after that. Because the
Don, you didn't need it. You didn't need Joker's prosthetic tooth to be a.
that's a high effort. That's where the high effort, a jewel encrusted gold tooth attached
He also
to your
got
mouth.
interrupted by workers when he was doing that
That's
stream,
true.
and he
And
had
I
to talk
had
to
to
them
play
wearing
it
a
off
green
pretty
wig.
smooth, which I think it did a good job of.
Looking like that, he interfaced with.
He was like, "We're doing a
Yeah, serious
Halloween thing,"
corporate
and it was like
types.
Oh,
November.
was that was that when the landlord came and was
The
looking at
landlord
the
came in with
building?
Yeah.
12 suits, and I'm dressed like that.
That's funny, bro.
Anyway,
It
no, I do
started
think
like
it was high
8
effort, though.
conspiracy theories
I mean,
too.
you do
Everything
think it
was
was
like,
high
they're gonna
effort,
get
right?
kicked out of
I
the
don't understand
building.
what the argument is.
Anyway,
I don't understand that whole thing.
All right, so
It was a high effort costume. I mean, who cares if you use it multiple times? Right. So it was a legitimate costume. I think there's no arguing there. Yes. Everyone agrees. It was just a legitimate costume being used in multiple and different contexts, and there's nothing wrong with that. No one should feel bad or pressured into buying multiple expensive costumes, especially after a prosthetic tooth is causing them a lot of discomfort for hours at a time. You should try
it smelled
speaking.
weird too.
Yeah, and I was speaking nonstop
His
during
weird
that.
tooth smelled real weird.
Well, I had to stick it into my mouth
He
with,
used gum.
with bubble
There's
yum
no-
because
There's no
the-
Saints Row character who has that. He didn't have
he made that
He
character.
made the character.
It's his creative character.
admit,
I think that's
he made
fun.
it.
admit that you're wrong.
He didn't.
Admit you're wrong, Kyle.
I know. I
He
think that's
did.
fun that he did that. I like that.
Yeah, I could choose any character though. How is a created
Is
character
this
any
what we
less
were going
legitimate?
to do right now?
I'm just talking
No,
about
but
the
Kyle
tooth.
won't stop.
I'm just talking
Yeah.
about the tooth. You didn't have
Because
to.
That
high
makes
effort.
it high effort.
It
That
has
makes
to
it high
be
effort.
high. That's one of the elements
my
that made
God.
it high effort.
Don's quitting.
Yeah. Anyway, I wouldn't put it that way. Look, I'm passing the mantle on, okay? Look, I don't want to dominate this for too long. It's been a dynasty of losing.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to win one day, but seriously, everybody, thank you for believing in me, all right? We never gave up, but we couldn't quite pull it out. Right now, I'm going to step aside for a little bit. Who knows what's going to happen? We may have teams. We're going to have a nice square four. Number 4, I'm not going to make any suggestions here.
What?
He keeps suggesting teams and
So
then saying I'm
maybe
not
there'll be
making any
teams on this
suggestions.
next season. We don't know what's going to happen with these
No.
with this gang. But yeah, it's time to shake it up a little bit, right? And
You can't
as I said
quit
with the
and then
horses,
make us do different things.
bringing it back around to this horses. Well, you said I could make a suggestion of maybe
Huh?
the rules.
Did I say that?
You did say it. So
Okay.
bringing it back around to the horses, Kyle, you know, sometimes this is why I brought it up. You when you do good at something like this, when you come out ahead, sometimes you've got to not push your luck, okay? So right here, I've got to pull in a little bit of my luck. I've got to preserve a little bit of my luck. I got to pick my battles with this gambling stuff, and I can't just let it all out there to dissipate. You see what I'm saying? So again, everyone out there, thank you. I may be back one day, who knows? But for now, I'm going to step aside, and I thank you all so much. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to keep picking those games, and I'm going to keep wearing high-effort costumes when the time calls for it. All right, everybody. Love and respect. Peace out. Peace in the streets, everyone. Mwah. And now, the curse will leave my body.
Wow, Don disappeared. Oh
Where
my
did he
God.
go?
So one of the new things this year is that trending section over there. So at the
yeah.
after bids and drops run on every Saturday, you can see the most popular bids, the most popular drops, the most popular counter picks of that week. You can't get too much of a competitive advantage of it because you can't see it until it's final for the week that just happened. But it's still interesting, and maybe it does give you a chance to be like, oh, no one took this was the highest bid on game last week. No one in our league took it. I need to jump on that.
The fuck, are we
you
not
can
the
also
top
go back
public
in
league
time.
anymore?
We haven't started.
You haven't started
okay.
2024.
All right. Usually we got like a rando on that little bastard, and I was like, what happened? What happened?
You'll show up there as soon as you start 2024.
Oh.
I dropped my phone.
Other big feature this year this won't matter for this group, but I know that Kyle's stream, your Discord is using it, the new conferences feature. So there's a lot of groups that use Fantasy Critic that are way too big for a league. They're, Discord servers with 80 plus people that want to play. What you can do now is you can set up a conference which has multiple leagues inside of it, and you're competing not only with your league, but with the whole conference.
Wow, that's cool.
That's
Create a
crazy.
conference. That's awesome.
I bet that wasn't
Yeah.
easy to implement.
There's a create a conference right next to create a league.
Awesome.
Yeah.
To create a conference, you have to support Fantasy Critic on Patreon at the $3 tier, but anyone, whether you're a patron or not, can play in a conference.
Cool.
Well, look at that. I have access to the button. What do you know?
We had
course
over
we are.
120 people in. We're drafting this week and this weekend. I'm really excited about it.
That's sick.
And speaking of the Fantasy Critic Patreon, that's something you should absolutely donate to.
Yes.
This is an incredible feat of engineering, and
you get that,
coding.
and you also get the ability to put cute little emotes on your team.
Yeah, this is like incredible.
Teamotes.
You also get more advanced ways to search through the database to find games with particular that are eligible in certain leagues, games that are already taken in a league. It's good for figuring out what you want to counterpick. There's slight little quality of life features.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
It's not pay to win
Isla,
if
you
don't
have
know
it
about
because you're actually at the $10 tier. Your name's on the site.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah, it is. I forgot everything about
but if you go to the
games,
if you go to the games link at the top, it won't really work so great now because you don't have a 2024 league. But you can see that it says "View games for league" at the top, and it says none.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, once you start 2024, you can see this list with your league's context in mind.
Oh,
So you can
cool.
see, like, show me all the games that someone has already taken, and then sort by the most counterpicked, so I can see what I
okay.
should counterpick in this league.
That's great quality of life stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so those
Cool.
are the things you get with Fantasy Critic Plus. Especially this
Well
time of
worth
year, the server costs are a little higher because this is by far the busiest time of year.
I imagine.
Yeah.
It's always
Most of
funny
the money
to me
goes
too when
straight to Jeff, if we're being honest.
that AWS baby.
Yeah.
Anytime like during E3 or whatever, SGW, whatever the hell it's called. What's it called?
Summer Game Fest?
Summer Games
SGF.
Fest.
Really?
Whenever I try to go to the site and like a bunch of new games just launched and the site is just like, oh god, no.
Yeah, Nintendo Directs in particular crashed the site.
Yeah. Select a year,
Gulp.
baby. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's exciting.
How many players do you think will be in the game?
We're down to 4.
4. Boo. Game mode standard. Oh, advanced.
The one thing that changes is it gives you more games per person. And also changes like the special slots too.
Ooh.
I'm down
But
with
then
it.
we can still customize it from there.
Yeah, it's just a preset. Everything gets customized after that
Okay.
point.
Sure.
We've played Fantasy Critic before, and we are not new to video games, so I think we could probably play on hard mode. Okay. Based on the number of players you selected, we recommend the following settings. However, you're free to change them. Total number of games that each player will have on their roster: 22. Whew.
But, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's counting counter picks.
that would be 88 total, right? No, that's not counting counter picks.
Oh wow.
It'd be-
Okay.
it'll be
That's more than we've ever done.
22 for each of the 4 of you.
Yeah. That's a lot.
I mean,
That's a lot.
That is a
we had
lot.
15 last time. Let's do a nice even 16. One
Okay.
more than last year. What do you think?
Sure. Then
Now
don't
the Dawn's
draft
not
as many.
there.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll draft 8, half, or do we
Yeah,
want to
that's
draft
reasonable. I
6?
usually
Five.
recommend
Oh, wait.
half and half.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, half and half. Cool.
I like free counter picks.
Yeah, one counter pick to draft. I like forcing you to draft. Minimum bid amount 1 is what we've done in the past, right?
Right. Which is
Wait,
why
what is the
Jonesy
number of
got
counter
locked
picks
out of
to
his
draft?
counters.
So is
Should
that
we
a 3?
read it?
A little tough to see. Yeah.
Which
so
thing?
you got 3 total, and then 1 at the draft. So you're going to do 1 today, and then 2 over the course of the year.
I see.
Yeah. Public bidding is what we liked, right?
I might recommend public bidding secret counter picks, which
great to me.
is public bidding for normal picks, but when you're counter picking, that doesn't show up. Because what
I
some
love
people will
that.
do is when they know they're about to get counter picked, because they see it show up, they'll drop that game.
Oh, that's dirty.
Although your drop
yeah.
settings have
Dirty.
been pretty strict in the past.
We've had very,
so
very
we'll see.
strict drop settings. Standard trades. I love the shenanigans,
Jonesy?
even though I hate them.
Yep.
Do not trade with Bossman. That's the company rule.
Worked for me.
It didn't work for you. It didn't work.
It worked for
Yeah, you
Wouldn't have changed
previously
a
you
thing.
lost. Yeah. We can drop. So yeah, last year I think we allowed 1 will release drop.
We did
and
not allow
unlimited
that.
will not.
No.
Or we did not allow that.
No.
No.
Yeah, usually we don't allow anything.
These are pretty strict settings. Like, that's totally fine if you want to do that. I do find that allowing a few drops keeps people engaged. It gives people a shot if they've made, a few mistakes.
Well, we've already
this
lost
is a cutthroat
Dawn.
league.
This is a cutthroat league, and we're playing on advanced mode.
Wait, last time we did. Okay, we're still allowing.
We only allowed drafted to be dropped. We've always done that. I think that makes sense. Counter picks are never droppable. Okay, super drops I never understood. What are they? Let's see.
It's never been a factor for you.
Yeah, so if you, after, I believe it's September 1st, if you fall behind first place by a certain percentage, you have the option to drop anything. Even if it already came out, even if it got counterpicked, it's a totally no questions asked drop.
It's the blue shell.
Blue shell. I think that's fair.
Yeah, it's designed for anybody super far back to just have a chance.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
We want to keep that for sure.
Counter picks, blocks, drops. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. All right. Eligibility settings. Are these how we usually have them, or did they change? Let's see.
Those are what you've always done. We did a bit of research. I say we, mostly me, but we talked about it in our Discord. It's probably best to just ban early access altogether. It's almost unheard of for a game to go into early access and then come out of early access in the same year. So it's just they're just kind of not a good fit for Fantasy Critic in general.
So banning planned for early access as well is what you're saying.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
But we've had situations where you pick up a game and then it goes into early access. And
that's allowed.
That's allowed though, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, that was allowed in previous years, but it's kind of a trap because it's almost certainly never going to get you points because it has to come out of early access to get you points.
Of course. Yeah.
We'll release internationally first. Whatever, I guess.
So that's like if a game comes out in April in Japan, but then it comes out in September in America, you can take it before it comes out in Japan, but once it's out in Japan, you can't take it because people are playing it.
Right, because then you could see the review scores.
Right.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I like no remasters, yes remakes. Reimaginings, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. These all seem good to me. Special slots.
So in the past, the only one you've done before is the unannounced slot, which you could certainly add again. I like these. I think that they add an element of like, the default is to require a bunch of new gaming franchises, so people can't just stock up on sequels. When you choose advanced, it does recommend a bunch of these to you. If you want to ease your way into it, maybe cut down the number of the new gaming franchise slots a bit. But I do like. Are these
in addition to our 16, or are these part of them?
Like right now, 8 of your 16 would have special rules on them.
Oh, okay.
So, but we want like 1 or 2, right?
I would recommend like 5 personally. I would say like
4 or
3 new gaming franchises and then the other 2. So you get 1 expansion pack, and then the 5th one is some level of remake. You have to have some kind of remake in that slot.
All right, you
How
said
do
you
we
had
feel
an
about
idea.
that?
You said you had an idea for the dream slot too.
So you should do the unannounced for that, but then you don't have. It doesn't have to be on the site in order to put it there.
How do we do that?
I'll show you once we start the draft.
All right, cool.
Okay, so
if you don't want to do the remake slot, that's fine.
To me, it's just easy money.
There's a lot of them this year.
Yeah.
If you want to put unannounced, I would do that as another slot. So I would take out unannounced from the 5th. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Like that.
Cool.
And you could drop the expansion pack too if you want.
Yeah, take that out. That is interesting.
It's interesting. I mean, we're all just going to try to get Elden Ring.
Or Destiny, maybe.
Final Shade.
There's a couple.
Destiny's going to review well? You can have
Final
it.
Fantasy 14 and 16 both have expansions or DLC this year.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I removed it. Do we want to keep it?
Probably got DLC this year.
Yes.
Probably. At least one.
Sorry, what'd you say, Jonesy?
Spider-Man 2 is probably getting DLC this year.
Probably.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Sadly, there's not a lot of guesswork behind that. I mean, like, yeah. Jones, did you see those leaks?
Oh, just all is that? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I did not.
Those advanced settings are like
I did
super
not
in
dig
the
into
weeds.
that now.
Yeah, I took a look at that and I was like, no.
That's
All right,
crazy.
let's look at those weeds. Let's just look at those weeds.
2 points above 90. Tailbreak system lowest projected or tiebreak.
You can
Why didn't
flip it
Lizard
so
was a
that if two people bid the
deadline?
same amount, it either goes to the person that has less projected points or the person who placed the bid first.
I like lowest projected. I think that's fun.
Is this counterpick deadline actual?
So it's
that in
the after that deadline, you can only counterpick a game that has a confirmed release date in the year. So if you wait until after November, you
I
can't.
love that rule.
You can't
Yeah,
be
I like
like,
that.
okay, there's this game that's clear. You can't wait until December 18th to counterpick Silksong because
Yeah.
like
Right.
you should have done it months ago.
Right.
I
All
love
right,
that.
I'm going to confirm these.
You should have done it.
I'm going to confirm these settings.
Okay.
All right.
They're confirmed.
So yeah, the biggest change from last season is this thing where hold on, how's Don still here?
So
We have to,
I
we have to
forgot
mark
to-
Don as inactive.
the
So
new
go to
franchise
manage
is gonna-
active
that's
players.
A cool rule. Because I got to be honest, like looking at my first like top 5 picks, there's no new franchises, so I like that a lot. Actually, that's a cool rule.
That's scary.
yeah.
Scary rule.
Ooh, I know what I got. Yeah. I got that.
What it really makes you pick is a bunch of indie games. Like
Ooh,
indie
yeah,
games
I got
are
a good
consistently
one for
new
that.
gaming franchises.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we have to name our publishers. Frick.
And we also have to choose the draft order. Crazy.
Jones goes first because he lost, right?
Oh. Is that
I
how it
think we
works?
did random last
The
year.
site can do that for you. The site can do either random or inverse of last year,
What do you guys
like
want?
inverse of standings.
So last year,
mean,
the
I
only reason we
benefit
did
from-
random is because we added 2 people. I think we should do inverse
Right.
this year.
That makes sense to me.
Jonesy first pick.
Wait, if it's inverse of last year, I go first.
No.
Is it inverse of standings?
Inverse of
place.
standings.
of
Inverse of how
standings.
people
Ah,
finish.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's like, fantasy football will do that. I love that rule, honestly. But we're doing snake, so Isla gets 2 firsts. Or sorry, gets, 2 picks back to back anyway.
But 4 in, yeah.
Yeah. And Isla gets the first counter pick.
Yes.
Ah.
Okay, I guess I've thought of a publisher name that'll do for now, and I
Yeah,
could
I'm
change
gonna
it later.
Do it on my phone.
Electronic Arts.
That's good.
Oh, 4th place games, Jones. I love that. Gabracer Group. Oh my god. Get Gabraced.
Get braced.
4th place games is so cute, Jones.
Yeah.
How long could chicken sit out?
Well,
Like
Kyle's
hours.
thinking, Isla, do you want to mark the league as private until you put the episode out?
Oh my god, yeah. I always forget to do that.
It's
so happy
change
you're here.
general league
Yeah, right.
options. One thing that I've seen come up before is sometimes you'll have 92 points and the score doesn't add up to like exactly 2 points over 90. I've seen that be questioned on prior episodes. You have an option to view the decimal points. There's always decimal points behind all those scores, and what you're seeing is just rounded.
Big Points Mania. All right.
I feel about big points Vania.
That
I love it.
BPV.
BPV. All right. So set draft order, yeah?
Yeah.
Inverse of last year's results, yeah?
Nice.
Very nice.
You snakes in the grass.
No, smooth. No, I like that. That's
No,
cool.
it's fair. All right, are we ready to draft?
I'm scared.
I'm very
You
ready.
should be. All right. We've begun drafting. So Jones, it's your time to draft. Do you want
Jones, how
do you
long
all
you,
want
how long you been thinking about this?
Sorry?
How long you been thinking about this?
How long have I been thinking about what games I'm going to pick?
Yeah. What do you think is going to be the best reviewed game of 2024?
Can I type that in right now to tell you?
Yeah. I'm curious
there's
about
no-
what your thoughts
there's-
are.
reveal it
there's
to us
no
in real
question.
time?
There's no question. If I can,
Oh,
yeah,
I
there
don't know
we
what
go.
my first pick is.
Yeah,
gonna
that's a scary one.
be. Oh, actually I do know what my first pick is.
Yeah, come on now. Bam. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh.
that would have been my first
Yeah.
pick.
Same.
That one's gonna
For
review.
those listening in
Quebec.
podcast style, that would be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Fourth place games. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now,
My
Gabrissa,
turn.
I don't like that very much.
Gabracer,
I'm picking.
what don't you like?
That voice.
Oh yeah, we're gonna use this voice the
I'm
rest of the
picking
episode.
Tekken 8.
Damn, that was high up on my listy poo too. All right, now it's Big Points Vania. Drafty wafty. We have to draft
So I
8
gotta
of
say,
these little
this is very
bastards.
cool.
I'm scared.
I'm currently like using the filters, right? Like even like mid draft, you can select view games for your league. So like Jones's pick is just off my chart right now. Okay. All right. Sorry. Let me get
Wait,
in
so if
there.
we draft a game now that's a new franchise, will it go into a new franchise slot?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, great.
Okay. But we don't have any limitations on those. Those don't have to be within our first 8, right?
No. Yeah, you
Okay.
just over the course of the year, you got to get at least 3 at some point.
Yeah.
I
Ah,
didn't know. Wait, that's a
boo-doo-doo. Okay.
that counts.
What did you pick?
It's a
Persona
big-
3.
it's a
I
big
was gonna
remake.
take that one too.
It's a Dead
it's a
Space
big-
Oh,
It's a big
They're
one.
going
Okay,
in on
okay.
that one.
That
going in
you
on
guys are picking the ones I had on my list. Draft game.
We get to watch you live. This is fun. Showtime? Oh, Princess Peach Showtime.
Yeah, that was on mine
Mm-hmm.
too.
You're dreaming. You're dreaming.
Eat butts. It's
Why?
gonna score well, Charles. What?
Okay. It's like I'm really looking forward to the game. I'm happy like to check it out and play it, but reviewers are going to be so mean to it.
Yeah, you might be right. I mean, it'll
Do
be
you
a
think it's going
sevens-
to do better than
sevens
like
no
the
matter
Yoshi games do?
Better than Yoshi, worse than like a Mario game. Worse than
Sure.
Mario Wonder.
what. Okay, so now
Yeah,
Oh, my
actually,
list- I'm feeling
how does like a
less
Yoshi's
confident.
Woolly World do? That's interesting. I bet that's the right place to place it.
Those are usually like low 70s, honestly.
Dang. They'll be nicer than that, Peach.
this is a hard pick, but I'm taking it.
I think that's a good pick.
You think so?
Yeah,
I mean, I've played it and it was fucking incredible. So
that's the thing. Like, and it's so
Yeah, that
fun.
was my
Like,
next
even
pick.
if it's a little shitty. Like,
Oh,
it's gonna
okay,
be
good.
so
I'm glad
fun.
I thought I could let it go another round and maybe it wouldn't get picked.
I was hungry for that one for sure.
He was
I-
hungry for that.
He's hungry for it.
Yum.
It's good, dude. I've played it for like 2 hours. I loved it.
It's
It is Big Points Vania.
All right,
Big
yeah, I just gotta
boss,
say, I really
veiny
appreciate
boss.
hype factor. I think like honestly that there's like such a large community on the website now that it's like hyper accurate.
Yeah.
Like you can honestly just auto draft and have a really good looking team. Case in point, I'm just going with the next highest game.
Infinite
like a
Wealth.
dragon.
Yeah.
that's on my list
Infinite
as
Wealth.
well.
I got a lot of points from Like a Dragon this year. Like even Gaiden did like pretty well.
Those are like this classic, just give you the 83 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
almost
those always
unfair, right?
do
It's
that.
almost like a yearly release. It's almost like a Madden, but yeah, I'll take it.
I'm gonna pick Hellblade.
Hellblade 2.
Yeah, Hellblade 2.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Fourth place games.
Hey.
I love the green box, like moving. In
Yeah,
real time.
that's
Is that
really
new?
good.
That's been there the whole time.
Oh. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Noticed it this time.
time makes fools of us all, Steve.
So Jones will get 2 picks right now, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I understand snake drafting. You know what made me understand snake drafting is snake sequencers, because they play your sequence and then they bounce back. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what a snake sequencer snake draft is. Paper Mario, fuck, I was going to do that one.
Excellent pick, Jonesy.
Real good pick. Damn it.
And you get one more.
We got a match.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Oh, and I get
Or
my.
just sitting right there is funny. Like it's too late for us, but that would have been a great early pickup this year.
No, Jones.
Yeah.
Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I
So
would
you
pick
filled one of
that.
your new franchises. That's good.
Yeah, I
That's good shit.
didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. That's
I don't know. I really, really, really want that game to be good. I'm suspicious. I think it might look good.
Yep.
It's gonna Black Desert us.
Yep.
But maybe. I hope I'm wrong. I hope every game is good always.
I'm actually not gonna lie. I was swayed by the hype factor listing on the. I was actually gunning for another game, and then I saw it on there. It was on my list.
These jackals, they're hyped for everything.
Yeah.
I'm
Jones,
selecting.
Those hype jackals.
I'm gonna take that game you're gunning for. By the way, it's fucking.
I'm curious. I'm curious if you know what that is. I don't think you do.
I do. No, I absolutely know exactly the type of bullshit you like, and I'm taking your game.
I had assumed you were gonna take something else already, but
Yeah,
you
me
haven't taken
too.
it.
Which I think I'm about to take Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh, that wasn't it.
Oh,
there's-
never mind.
No, yeah. There's so many things that could go wrong with that game. It's on my list for sure.
That ain't
I
coming
believe.
out. That ain't coming out.
I believe.
All right, I'll tell you what I'm thinking right now. Rise of the Ronin's really good to fill in one of my new game slots. I think I should just take that.
Cool.
Obviously, I want Silk Song year to year to year to year to year.
Why isn't Star Wars Outlaw in the new gaming franchise?
Because
What?
there have been plenty of Star Wars games. Like, it's a
Yeah.
pretty strict rule. Like, it's got to be truly a new
New
IP.
IP.
New IP, but
New IP.
Wukong isn't new IP.
Technically, it's
Journey to
not.
the
Yeah,
West.
but I mean, it's
Oldest
you know,
story ever told, baby.
Steve.
Black Myth is a new. You know.
I'd have to check.
Yeah.
I actually don't know the ton about that game, but if it's never been a video game before, it counts. Like Cyberpunk counted.
I mean, I think
Right.
Journey to the it's so it's like saying like the Bible is inspirational to this.
I was
It's like,
literally just
okay,
going to
yeah.
use the Bible as an example.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like,
If you made a game
All
called
right.
like Revelations, like that's a new franchise.
oh, you took
Like,
Silk
that's
Song,
not
all right.
it.
I went with Silk Song.
There is a very highly counterpicked Bible game that's allegedly this year.
I am Jesus.
What's it called?
Yeah, I am Jesus Christ.
Oh, sure.
I am Jesus Christ, dude.
Wow.
Looks fucking
it.
ridiculous.
So I think
looks
this is my fourth
real
year
good.
with Silk Song, maybe. Or maybe
That's
it's just
so
my
funny.
second. Like I'm addicted to Silk Song.
You are.
Keeps hurting me.
Might as well face it.
You're addicted to silk.
Hey, what? Are there rumors
What?
of a flight simulator coming out this year?
I think it's confirmed.
Not rumors. It's
Oh,
confirmed.
okay.
Pretty strong rumors, yeah.
Okay.
Kyle, that was the game I was gunning for.
Really?
That was going to
Flight
be my next
Simulator?
pick. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a pretty guaranteed high score. I can't imagine what they're going to do wrong with the Flight
Guaranteed coming
Simulator.
out this year, bro.
Why
Flight
is
Simulator
Stormgate
2020?
ineligible?
Before we went live,
click
Boston,
on
I
the
checked,
name.
and on Microsoft's site it says it's coming out. I mean, it's 20
Early
24.
access.
It's in the title.
Plan for early access.
Of course.
Oh my god, hell yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That's such easy points.
Yeah.
People are just like, it looks amazing. It looks real.
Might
Great
not hit
pickup.
this year, but I want it.
That's a great
Rise of the Golden Idol, baby. I got Flight Sim 24 and Rise of the Golden Idol.
Those are good.
That's a good list so far.
I guess that means I can get Ronin for free right now. I'll do it.
Stormgate was my new franchise pick. Damn it.
Damn it.
You get 2 more of those.
Well, I haven't. That was what I was picking to fill that slot.
So bummed about
Oh,
Black
gotcha,
Myth, Wukong.
Oh, this one. These will do well for that slot. I think
Oh, it's my turn.
that's gonna do well, isn't it?
Also, in case it comes up, you all can absolutely take more than 3 new gaming franchises.
Yeah.
The new gaming
for sure,
franchises
yeah.
can go in any slot.
Right.
Yeah. Just we have to pick 3, which I like.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm gonna draft Metaphor v Fantasio.
I was thinking about it.
Good NGF. Excellent NGF. We should save the unannounced for last, yeah. And then Steve, you'll have
Do
to
we
show
have
us
to
like how
draft
just
that?
That's kind of what I'm sticking around for, is to make
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
that that we do that one.
I have.
But I'm happy to be tech support.
I'm so happy you're here. Honestly, it's so much. It's so nice that you're here. These are so fun, and like, I don't know. You do such an amazing job with
Yeah,
this site,
it's like I'm in
thank you.
shock. I'm in awe.
and the fact that it's like, I mean, like, do support the Patreon. It's worth it, and it's just, I mean, it deserves it too. But like, the fact that you can do, like, people can do this all for free if they want to is insane.
You're giving it away.
Yeah, you're a saint, Steve.
I love doing it. I love it.
You would have
and it's
to.
got a great community now too. Like,
Yeah.
our Discord's super active. Come to our Discord if you want to, debate whether or not Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is actually just a new game and not a remake anymore at this point. Like, that's what we talk about there.
Oh,
That is
interesting.
okay. I do wonder that if you had to be the arbiter of all these decisions, or if you were having like the group think about it.
We
'cause,
basically
like,
have a committee.
Okay, yeah.
Ah.
Are they just anybody on the Discord, or is it specially
Yeah,
appointed
if you
individuals?
come in and give your voice, you'll be heard.
That's cool. Do you have to be in the Patreon to be in the Discord?
Nope, not at all.
You could wring some value out of them, baby. Hit them where they live, Steve.
Jones, what are you thinking about right now, dude? I see you. I
They're
see
in
you
their
stroking
Bezos
that
bucks.
kid.
I'm just thinking about. There's just a lot.
Let
I
us
stare
in,
at the
dude. What's
list.
going on?
I stare at the list. Let us in. I stare at the list so much, and then and then once we get in and I see like the hype picks, it's like these games pop out. I'm like, oh, that's right.
Jones, your hair is looking great tonight, by the way.
Oh, thanks. It's a little long.
It's like
actually. I gotta
coif
get
and
back
shine. No, I like it.
Yeah,
It
it's a
suits you.
good
It looks
length.
good.
It's a nice length.
All right.
Your
Curtain
peak
bangs that frame
Yeah.
your face.
peak scoundrel era right now, Brandon
Nice,
Jones.
It's like a K-pop idol.
All right, so like next up on hype factor is Plucky Squire. Why are you ignoring Plucky Squire? Oh, he went with Little Nightmares 3. Dang.
Yeah.
That's a wild pickup, Jonesy. I respect that, dude.
It's just those.
He still gets another one though.
Yeah, I think 2 was better than 1, so I think. You know what? I checked. I'll tell you what was in my mind, Bossy. I wasn't sure if Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons was eligible. It is not.
I think we have that as
Yeah.
a partial remake.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which
Yeah.
I think that's fair. That looks pretty much like the same.
I
game,
think
better
it's just
looking,
going to be
so.
like
Yeah.
a up-res maybe. It'd be cool if
Yeah.
they made some big change though. That'd be neat.
I was gonna do one.
We have an
but I
alpha
think
channel.
Huh?
It's a video production joke.
I think Huber would be happy with this pick, and I think I'm gonna pick another thing.
72
so, yeah,
points.
Yeah.
I thought about it, Jones. I thought about
Helldivers
Helldivers too. I thought about it.
Because honestly, like
Good
guaranteed to
place here.
come out is so valuable here in the draft. Like I think.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking
yeah.
of, I would love to steal Silent Hill 2 from Isla, but this year, I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know.
you can have it.
Is anybody else just nervous about Konami in general? Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid Delta. I'm not touching it.
No.
Yeah.
Bloober team, dude, also, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Scuzzy.
Listen, I hope it's great. I always hope every game is great. I hope Silent Hill 2 especially is great because it's one of my favorite games of all goddamn time. I'm skepticalese on that one. Skepticalese. Let us in, Gab. What are we thinking?
Sorry, it's not saying it's time for me to draft. Now it is. Okay. I'm thinking Plucky Squire.
Damn.
I'm thinking Frostpunk 2.
Damn.
Punk. What even is that?
Don't worry about it.
Frostpunk?
Yeah. What is
Frostpunk?
It's a
The
hardcore
internet's right in
Yeah.
front of them.
PC game. It's a
Yeah.
hardcore PC game. They're
I'm
really,
gonna-
really hard. Frostpunk 1 was very hard. It might be coming in early access. I'm not sure. It's on my list, Gabby.
That's a good question.
It's getting
though. Is it
took if
gonna
you don't
get-
took it.
If you don't get, or if it does go into early access. Mm-hmm. But then I could drop it.
If it's,
Sorry,
if it's
what game are we
planned
talking
for
about?
early access, you wouldn't get it
Frostpunk
right
2.
now. Frostpunk.
Yeah, if
2.
it's going to be an early access game at all, the site won't let you take it with your rules that we chose.
Yeah,
But I mean, I just picked it. But if
Oh, she
If-
took it.
she took it.
if it goes into early access and
Bossy-vania.
and then it gets announced that it's coming out next year, then I can drop it, right?
I don't think so. If they announce specifically that it's coming out, yeah.
Yeah,
Plucky
yes, you
Squire.
would be able to drop it if it gets confirmed not this year, as long as someone doesn't counterpick it. Because
Right,
if it
right,
gets
right.
counterpicked, then you can't.
So Plucky Squire. I'm excited to get that because like that's like a game I'm really looking forward to. Happy to pick that one up.
That was my next pick. Yeah, that was gonna be my next pick.
Pepper Grinder's a fun pickup, Isla. I like that. Good vibes pickup.
I'm less confident about it right now that I'm hovering over the draft game button.
You get 2 picks back to back.
Yeah,
Do we think Grand Blue Fantasy is going to be a
I
good
was
game?
actually literally.
Oh my god.
You're gonna think I'm typing this because you said it, but I was literally about to switch to it.
The demo is solid. The demo is solid. It's got this whole other multiplayer mode. That's
I was
so
between.
fun.
I was between this one and
The reason I wanted to get it is because it comes out soon.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. And it's nice to have a bunch of points at the beginning of the year.
The vague
Gabby?
2024 on an indie is always scary.
Yeah, I
that
don't
is
love
scary.
that. That's why I was thinking Plucky's or Pepper Grinder. I don't have any new games. Honestly, those are easy to pick up though. You throw in a SGF
Don't
game.
worry about that.
How many am I at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 3 to go.
And one of them would be your unannounced. So you got 2 regulars to go if we want to do it that way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
So for unannounced, is it the date hasn't been announced or the game hasn't
The
been
game
announced?
itself
The
hasn't
game
been
itself.
announced.
These are dreamers. These are dreamers.
Okay.
I'm no dreamer.
Speak up.
I don't know
That's
why.
Nice.
This
Yeah,
one's
no, I
calling
like
out
it.
to me. I don't know.
That's fun.
It might not come out, but it's calling out to me.
All right. Here's my shot to Jones. You fucked up.
Shot across the bow.
Is it the thing I've been waiting for him
Warning
to pick
shot.
this entire fucking time that I don't think's coming out this year?
Yep. Honk, honk, Jonesy.
Okay.
You slipped on this one, bro.
That's not coming out in 2024.
Yeah, it is. You're
Oh,
gonna,
I think it is.
Jones, you're gonna find out.
Ooh, Steve thinks it is.
Days, bro.
I mean,
By
we
the time
find out
this
in 2
airs, we're
days,
gonna
yeah.
know.
Yeah. We're filming this Tuesday the 16th. I'm going to try to get this out tomorrow, but yeah, the showcase is Thursday and they're showing it.
Viewers, rewind 5 seconds and watch the smile wipe off of Jones's face.
I still don't
Watch
think it's
it
going
go.
to I still don't
Watch
think it's
it
coming out, but who
evaporate.
knows? We'll see.
This is going to be Jones's favorite game he's ever played. He's just going to be like grinning the whole time, tapping his
It'll be
little
Mad
toes.
Max all over again.
Jones,
I can't
actually,
think
all right,
of any
legitimately,
unannounced game.
do you anticipate the Indiana Jones game being your dream game?
No, just because.
Oh,
I
shit.
can't-
I feel like I picked wrong.
Yeah, I could give you a huge list of many things that could go wrong with that game. Who's
Yeah.
playing
Alright.
Indiana Jones? Who's playing him in the game?
A voice actor, a talented voice actor.
Of
AJ
talented voice actor
Locascio, probably.
right, doing a voice for Harrison Ford. So it's like Harrison
Original
Ford's face.
Original.
He's
likeness.
done voice. AJ Locascio does Harrison voice match all the time. I don't know
No,
if he's
I
in
know.
it. He has not told
And
me anything.
He does a great job. I'm just saying there's just a lot of ways that indie can be represented in the game. Do we know if it's third person or first person?
Third person.
It's third
We
person.
will on
okay.
Thursday.
What do we think about Mario versus Donkey Kong?
That's a
I think
choice you
that,
have to
like,
make for yourself.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's like a 78 ceiling. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's close enough to a Mario sports game that I didn't pick it because like
Okay.
lately those have been in the
Yeah,
gutter.
have been a mess.
But like we're also
I thought about
deep
it.
enough in the draft where like a 78 is fine to pick up,
That's
Yeah.
true.
Jesus,
as opposed to
loud.
like me. Like honestly, I'm stretching with a lot of these where like I might have picked up a couple of games that don't come out this year, and so like yeah, a 78 that's for sure is valid.
Is
Valuable.
Stellar Blade a stupid pick?
Yeah, of
What
course.
is that?
Okay.
That's the big butt action game.
Korean
Oh.
action game. Oh, that's that.
Such
game.
butts.
Okay, okay.
Such butts.
The next hype thing is
it might be
Unicorn
nice.
Overlord, which I've never heard of.
That's
Unicorn
Vanillaware's-
Overlord's on my list.
Isn't it
It's
the
that
13
Vanillaware.
Sentinels people?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Okay.
I didn't actually realize it had a release date, or I would have picked it.
trust
I
that wisdom.
picked it.
Trust the wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have picked that for sure. Fuck.
Oh, and that's a new
Yeah.
gaming franchise.
When you see something just so low on that hype meter that you were like thinking about,
Yeah.
Your last 2 picks here, Jonesy. This is it, dude.
I don't know.
This is it for the night for you.
So I got one
both
more
these are
regular
on
and
my
then the
list.
first unannounced.
Yeah.
If you have
'Cause I'm at six
right
right
now, then
Okay. Space Marines 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Space
Man, it
Marines.
might just look like the
Excellent
next
pickup.
2 on the list. I'm just feeling this a little bit more. These 2 games I'm picking right now are not games that I'm going to play,
How does
not
he
games that
feel?
were on my list, but just
Oh.
games I think was just going to score
Ew,
high.
bro, so gross.
Oh god damn it! I was gonna pick that.
Yeah, like I mean, like it's like that's such a dirty pick.
That's a
last
smart
one.
pick,
What was
dude.
Why?
No, dude, that was my next pick, Jones. Yeah,
Yeah.
The thing is, Jones doesn't give a shit about it. He doesn't get. Look at him. He doesn't give a shit about Homeworld.
that's how you win, Charles. You pick PC games that no one's gonna review except people who love it.
Greedfall
Iden
2 is on my list, Kyle.
Chronicles.
But I'm not going to.
Is
Don't
that
put it above that.
something?
Sorry, which one?
Iden Chronicles.
I've played it.
Yeah, that's the big Kickstarter one. Yeah, the
Is
Suikoden.
that-
It's the spiritual
Yeah.
successor to Suikoden.
Are we confident in that?
My undying love for Suikoden prevents me from answering that question.
Okay. We're just getting down to the wire here, you know? We're getting down to the games that I
So I
really
see
have-
Pacific Drive on there.
I'm in that.
I heard you like got a cameo in that.
That's
Couple
awesome.
of cameos on the radio, yeah.
So you
awesome.
don't like appear on the road.
I do not. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they did something crazy with it. Who's to say? I don't know.
Cool.
we think Avowed's coming out.
We'll find out Thursday.
Yeah, we're
Honestly-
seeing it Thursday.
I think it's got a good shot. Think about what they did with
Yeah.
the developer direct last year. All those games
Yeah.
came out throughout the next
Yeah.
within the before the month or the year ended. I mean.
Okay. I picked Avowed. Also, if it gets announced for 2025, I can drop it.
Yeah.
Unless one of us counterpicks it. And I
Yes.
can't wait to counterpick Avowed. That game's gonna be shit.
Also, for
You think?
the
Yeah, probably.
No!
No, I don't think that.
I mean, it might
you
be.
probably ran into this over the course of last year, but for the bid counterpicks, the two that you do after today, if a game is already confirmed not coming out, you can't counterpick it anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. I ran into that once when I didn't realize it had been announced not coming out. And I was like, oh, shit. Because I was like, that's
Yeah,
probably not coming out. And then I was like, oh, yeah.
All right,
Just
this is a
getting down to
scumbag move.
games I couldn't pick out of a lineup.
I'm doing a scumbag move. This is a prevent defense. Like I'm doing this so that in the next round it doesn't get taken. Watch this shit.
Watch carefully. Don't take your eyes off the screen.
Don't take your eyes
Oh.
off the screen.
You bitch!
That's not what I thought you were going to do. That's not what I thought you were
I
going
think
to do.
that would count. I thought we had to go crazy. Crazy.
I also thought we had to wait until the next round to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so typically
Dirty
you
pool,
do,
old
right?
man.
No.
Dirty pool.
You're allowed to pick up unannounced games at any point in our league.
That's true. That's
Oh,
true.
okay.
So
I
like,
know.
Dirty
Yeah.
pool.
so basically, what we'll have to do is like we'll have to put my unannounced game in like that slot and like shift that one up or something like that.
Okay. I see.
Because I got a dream game still.
All right. Well, you took my two that I was gonna do, and now I'm out in the
Mina
breeze
looks
here.
good. Metroid Prime 4 is a good late round pickup. I feel like.
I don't think that's
You know what I
coming
mean?
out
There's
this
an
year.
outside shot, but like, who's going to counterpick it?
I mean, yeah,
I'm not going to counterpick Metroid Prime 4.
yeah.
I thought you were just going to take the unannounced 3D Mario platformer, Kyle. That's the big unannounced one.
I don't believe in that.
I'm doing
I don't
that.
believe in that.
I
I
do
still
believe in that.
Donkey Kong. You do?
I do
I mean,
believe
you
in a
can
3D Mario. If they're
You're gonna have
doing,
the
if
first-
they're doing,
You get first unannounced, so yeah.
yeah, I
go
do.
ahead.
All right, I'll do it in order too. If they're doing a new Switch, as is heavily rumored now,
As Damiani told
as
us.
Damiani is like, I mean, he's been pretty certain a couple of times, but
Me too.
yeah, I guess I'm doing Mina the Hollower, dude. I really hope it comes out.
I think it will. I think you got a really good shot at Mina coming out this year.
All right, and okay, so Steve, how do I do this?
Yeah, so go to draft game, and now depending on what you want might be on the list already, so you can look for it.
It's,
Should I just
that's
say
already there.
3D
It's right
Mario?
there. See,
Okay, so
unannounced
that's-
mainline 3D Mario.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
up to y'all of if that counts as a dream game. Like, that's certainly unannounced.
He picked.
Does that
he
count
picked,
as a dream game?
He picked Final Fantasy IX Remaster, which we know for a fact exists. So
Exactly.
like, I'm
I
picking
feel
this.
Like, no, 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 I'm
I
not
think
picking-
9 shouldn't count, but yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. 9 doesn't count. For my dream game, I'm doing Donkey Kong again. I'm running Donkey Kong right back.
Okay.
So he's going to have 2 unannounced games.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
So that's what we
so
have
Kyle,
to add
what
right
I
now.
would start with is I would move your Final Fantasy IX remake into one of your regular slots. If you go to your publisher page, you can move it.
Move games. I see that. Cool.
Oh, cool.
So let
That's
me
simple.
move this.
I was like, we need you to hack the back end.
No.
Kyle's game.
It's easy.
I'm in. I'm hacking in. Access denied.
access denied.
Shit, they're on to us.
That's cool.
I didn't know if we could do access. Fuck.
All right. So I'm doubling down on Donkey Kong.
Double
my,
down.
Double
my
down
dream
on
thing.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, I guess actually you don't even have to custom. That one also is in the database.
Yeah, if it's in there, that one is, because I mean, you had it on your team last year, so it's
Yeah.
definitely in there.
Apologies about that.
I don't think
So
you're
wait,
the
are
only
you
one.
saying-
There are definitely worse ones that are really out there that are in the database.
And
So yeah,
you're saying that's
I'm
our
saying
fault.
That with the Switch,
No, I think I'll take the blame. I should have encouraged people to use the unlisted feature sooner, for sure.
Okay.
Because now the
my-
site warns you when you try to request one of those games.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
What the hell did I activate? Doing hacker typer, I activated some icon I've never seen before in Windows. I activated the Windows feedback hub. What the fuck?
Okay,
You
this
hacked
is
yourself.
maybe a stupid choice.
I hacked myself.
But I'm drafting Harold Halibut.
Oh, dude,
no,
that's a
wait,
great
no, no,
choice.
That's not. We're doing our unannounced.
Yeah,
we're
this
doing our
is-
stream slot. You can't get Harold Halibut right now.
5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, you have to do your unannounced. You're on your
Yeah,
unannounced.
so you
slot.
can undo that, Isla.
Oh,
Well,
By the way, Gabby, that is a legit good pickup. But yeah, you can't.
it's a
you can't
phenomenal
take that now.
pickup.
no one else can take that. That's mine. The gate is
taking it.
closed. The gate is
Tonight, I'm
closed,
gonna-
Kyle.
I'm gonna put a bid on that for $50.
Okay,
much
good
money
to
did you start
know.
with?
100. You can draft it right after.
I honestly thought
That's
we
what
were
John did
doing
last
8
year.
and then an
No,
unannounced.
it-
But the unannounced is the 8th.
The unannounced. I also
exactly,
thought that, but apparently, yeah, we're doing the unannounced as the 8th.
I see.
You could have done that
I
too.
thought that too.
But
Yeah. No, I like this. I like the unannounced being a forced pick.
And especially because like we got to run it by each other to see like if it qualifies as dreamy enough.
Yeah. Like Donkey Kong has not been rumored or not been announced in any, like Final Fantasy 9 exists.
It's on that Nvidia leak. Yeah.
Yeah.
am I crazy for thinking that Mario is more likely than Final Fantasy IX? I don't know.
Oh, probably. They've been
Yeah,
sitting
there's
on
no
it for
way,
years.
there's
I don't
no
know
way.
why. Apparently,
You
it's
think
like done. I don't know.
We're saying Switch 2 comes out this year, right? You
I
launch
mean,
with
that's
Donkey
what
Kong.
Damiani's convinced.
You don't launch with another
Donkey Kong
Mario.
doesn't
That's-
push platforms, baby.
He does. He's a big man.
Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Whoa, that's a good
Ooh.
one.
Like that. That's a good dreamy one.
27 million for Mario and 6 million for Donkey Kong. It's been re-released several times, but it's like 10 million. So
What I'm saying is imagine like a 3D Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
like the
Imagine
screen
a
of the
Donkey
Switch 2 is 3D again. They're doing that.
No.
Oh yeah.
Put that evil
Imagine
out of your head. Out,
It,
devil.
like just like banana fumes.
So Jones, you got to pick an unannounced game, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm typing stuff in and it's not in the database. It's got to be in the database.
No, that's
right?
good. That's good. That's
No,
good.
no,
Run
no.
it by us.
Steve wants you to
I
do
can show
one.
you on Isla's screen because Jones can do this
Yeah.
for himself. But Isla, can you click on draft game for next player?
Yeah.
Draft unlisted game. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Nice. All right,
Draft
Jones. What's
unlisted
your
game,
dream?
okay.
What's your dream game?
Well, I have a dream game, but I was thinking about Far Cry 7, but that's not dreamy, right? Because that's
I mean, if that's
Probably
your dream,
inevitable.
I
it's not
think
rumored.
that's fine.
It's not rumored.
It's not
Go
rumored.
for it.
okay.
Just Cause 6 or whatever they're on, 4?
Why is Far Cry? Explain to me why Far Cry 7 is your dream game. You didn't even play Avatar this year.
I didn't play a lot of games this year. This year is
Don't
not
let Don hear
indicative
you
of
say
what
that.
games I cherish.
Uh-huh.
I'm just always
you want
down.
the Far Cry?
I really like Far Cry 6. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
Dang.
Can I
okay,
put
then
and I
it's
have
Warframe in here
other-
is a dream.
I have other like my other crazy pick would be Mario
Warframe
Kart,
2.
but Warframe 2. I'm not very good at Mario Kart. I probably wouldn't play.
Dude, Mario
Legitimately
Kart
wouldn't play
9,
lot of
that's a
that solo.
good thought.
I don't
That's
know,
a good
they're
drink.
Nah, it would be next
milking
year
Mario
for
Kart
sure.
8,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Jones, you
Yeah.
gotta move it to your unannounced slot.
Yeah, you can go to your publisher page. Either click on details or
My
my
publisher.
publisher
Right here.
details / move games.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
Counter picks.
Dude. Oh shit. Counter picks. I have to draft a counter pick first?
Yeah,
And wait,
you
we
cannot
cannot-
counter anybody's dream. You can't counter pick a dream.
We cannot counter pick the unannounced games.
yeah.
Right.
You can
Okay.
counter pick FF9 because it's not in my dream slot though.
Right. But I believe in I'm a believer. Okay. This is tough.
This is tough.
This is tough. These are all probably pretty solid games. God damn it. What's not coming out?
Yeah.
What's not coming out?
Gotta take some risks tonight.
But like any of these, if they come out, it's death. You know?
yeah.
Like if a Donkey Kong game comes out, that's an 86 easy.
But you can't
dream. You
counter
can't
pick
pick my
that
dream.
anyway.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, even the most outlandish game on here is an 86, you know? Like, do I believe Indiana Jones game won't come out? I'm gonna see it in 2 days.
Right. And then you like
And then I'm gonna be crying for a whole year.
This is when you could use your Patreon powers to do an advanced search.
How do I do that? Where do I do that?
So
How
in
do I
this
do
games
that?
list here, refresh this page,
Oh yeah, good call.
and then drop down the Easy Ally Smartest Person contest, and then show games currently taken, and then sort by percent counterpicked descending.
wow.
Oh, that's
sort
so cool.
by
See counterpick percent counterpick.
yeah.
Just
Yeah, there
It's
you go.
right here,
There you go.
it's
So
right- I
Star
did.
Wars Outlaws is the most counterpicked.
That was my
I see.
thought. I don't think it's coming this year. Fuck. Oh, I'm so stressed. This makes me so stressed, you guys.
There's
Okay.
there's the whole rest of the year to put more games on your. On
No,
your
I know,
list.
but I'm gonna lose 30 points right now if this game comes
But
out.
here, we all are. That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You get the easiest pick. It only gets worse. Jones has the hardest
Yeah.
one.
I mean, this feels solid. I was actually thinking this on my own that I don't think this will come out. Oh, fuck it. Ooh, it feels wrong. It feels weird. Okay.
It's scary. Counterpicks are scary.
All right, so I'm actually going with a different strategy. I'm going with a game that I think actually might not review that well.
Ooh.
You already said we were gonna counterpick.
Did I?
Yeah.
You were hungry,
What is
thirsty
it?
for one.
Now I'm
Taste
wondering
it.
if I'm fucked up. Wait, is it something Jones has? Can I counterpick Jonesy? What's Jones have? Seven
Ah, these are
Rebirth,
all
that's
pretty solid,
Thousand
dude.
Year- Little Nightmares 3 might not come out.
These are some solid picks. Black Myth Wukong, yeah.
I think it might be a stinker. I think it might be a legit stinker.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 7, maybe.
Oh, that's me.
Gabracer.
The Bracer group.
I like we all picked evil company names. Well, just the two of us.
Vania's kind of evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit
It's-
with veins.
it evokes Konami, which
Yeah.
somewhat evil.
Certainly that chicken's gone bad, right? It's been sitting there for 2 hours.
It'll be fine.
Chicken is
It's in a
like
warm-
so good cold. I love cold chicken. What are you talking about?
But also,
Yeah,
it's,
But it's
fine.
been...
it's closed in a warm container. It'll be absolutely
you're,
fine.
you're so
Think about like going to a barbecue, you know, the meat's out there the whole
Yeah.
afternoon.
Steve, you got a good head on your shoulders. What do you think? Could I eat
What would
Zanku
you
chicken
do?
that's been sitting on my desk
It also has spices on it, right?
closed? I guess it's like salted meat.
Yeah.
It's probably not hot anymore, even if it's closed. If it's been 2
Oh, no,
hours.
I mean, I would take it home with me and heat it up, risking
Sure.
spilling it in my car.
This is really hard.
Your food should not sit out room temperature for over 2 hours.
Fuck!
But it's not at room temperature.
It
According
is!
to
No,
the
it's
Food
not.
Network.
Yes,
No,
it
no,
is!
no,
It's in a room!
It's also not
I mean,
sitting out. It's in a container.
Yeah.
It's in a container.
They mean open.
Do they
That
mean
buys you
open,
2 extra
Jones?
hours. Yeah.
This random website that you're reading that I trust implicitly?
Foodnetwork.com.
Food Network.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
foodnetwork.com.
I'm
Literally the name,
counter pick.
best name in the game.
I think I'm gonna pick that Indiana Jones game.
I don't think it's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just
all right.
because I think it's not coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be great, but probably not coming out. Good pick. Good
Like,
pick.
didn't Xbox say like
that would
all
be my
these
pick if
games are
this was
coming
not my
out in
pick.
the next 365 days, and then
Jones'
none of them
hardest
did,
pick
so.
of the night right here. Draft is complete.
Quickest
Where's
pick
your
of the
other
night,
pick?
Avowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Ooh,
thought Kyle
yeah.
was gonna kind of. That's what you said you were gonna. Yeah.
It's a weird
Definitely,
game. Out of all the
uh,
games, it's
yeah.
just weird.
Yeah.
Nobody went for Warhammer. That was the one I was waiting for.
So
That one,
Warhammer
they're
was
pretty
going to come
solid
out
on
this
fall.
year, and then got
Yeah.
delayed, right? I feel like that is
Yeah.
so locked in.
Yeah. It's been delayed enough.
I also think that
Yeah.
it's a 78, though.
Oh, no, yeah. I think it's gonna.
78 is 8 points.
Yeah, it's 8 points. I think it's a 72, but who knows? All right, we did it. Thank you.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin. Yeah. Somebody, can you remind me to set this public tomorrow when I make
yeah,
this?
I can.
Awesome. Actually, I think for the past like 4 years, Steve has set the league public when he sees the episode go up.
If you
Steve,
want
can
me
you-
to do that, I certainly can.
Yes, please.
We don't disturb you, man.
You don't have to be my babysitter. I very much appreciate it though.
But when does this go? When does
it
this
is-
go live?
I would be
I have to
happy to
edit
do
it tomorrow, I don't
It
know.
doesn't take any time at all to do that.
Listen, if you notice that the video's been up for more than 10 minutes and it's not public, feel free because it means I
Sure.
forgot. Because I would either do it right when I upload it.
But do you know what time you're gonna upload? That's what I mean.
No, I
'cause
haven't
then I can
edited it
remind
yet.
you.
I
Okay, so
don't
I
know.
can't remind you because
Well,
then
you'll
I
see
don't,
the
I don't know when
never
you'll be
mind.
done.
Well, Steve will do it.
Before we go, can I shout out one other thing that's somewhat new to the
Shout
site?
out everything you
yes.
want,
Sure.
please.
There's a Discord bot, and the Discord bot really helps with the engagement. Because it will post updates, like it'll tell you these are the public bids, these are what people are bidding on this week. This game just came out. This game just got a score. This game just got delayed. All
Oh
that.
my god.
Can you add that
Yes,
to our
I can. I'm putting
To-
that
the
It's,
most
it's been-
toxic.
putting that on my to-do
It's
list
been
right
a
now.
great thing for the site, and I want to specifically thank the co-developer. Someone else works on that with me. Goes by the name RARDK64. So I definitely want to
Okay.
give
Oh
him
yeah,
a
we
shout
know
out.
RTK64. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's so cool.
he wrote his own Discord bot, and then
Wow.
we decided to work on one together and make it official.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Wow. I love that. Dude, seriously, like this whole thing, like it's such a wonderful, I don't know, it feels so like community and like grassroots and like, I don't know. It's an honor to be a part of this in any way. Like I don't know.
If Ben Starr is our UK correspondent,
yeah.
Steve is our fantasy correspondent.
Fantasy league
Yep.
correspondent. Yeah. I think we switched to Christmas instead of football. Anyways, thank you all so much. Is there anything else anybody wants to say or do? Or
Jones,
whatever.
when can we expect your stream?
Very.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Before the end of the month, I
SpongeBob.
ain't waiting on nothing. I just gotta find a good
Before
spot.
the end of the month.
Why wait?
All right.
Why wait? Like the game is
Don
downloaded
usually
on PC.
takes
Let's
months.
go.
Don usually
nice.
takes 9 to 12 months. So
My costume is ready to go. I have no reason to wait. So yeah, it
That
should
sounds
be
pretty
next
low
week or
effort.
the week after. Damn. SpongeBob, man, how do you do?
yeah, I want like freaky like what's the like pores thing? Tryptophilia. What is the?
Trypophobia.
Yeah, I want your face makeup to give me that. You know, just like
Oh, okay.
weird pores painted on your face. Anyways,
Sure.
Steve, thank you so much. Thank you for making this website. Kyle
Thank you for
Jones,
using it.
thank you for being here. Yeah,
Pleasure.
we are thrilled. And
That's
thank you.
1,500 followers.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. 1,500. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. We will see you again for an update for this particular 6 years long running series in 6 months, right after Summer Games Fest, somewhere in that realm. We do a check-in, mid-year check-in, and then we will do another one, inshallah, in January 2020 fizzle. You know? All right. We'll see you there. Patreon.com/EasyAllies. Check it out. All right. Bye. And Patreon.com/FantasyCritic. What is it? Fantasy Critic?
Fantasy Critic, yeah.
Games. Hell yeah.
We'll put a link up on this.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
All right. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, so you do think it was high effort for real, though, right, Kyle?
No.
How on earth, seriously, was that not high effort?
Because you bought a costume that is explicitly the Joker.
Okay. It was many elements brought together to make the Joker. It was a lot more than the Joker.
Tell me that was all in one bag. Tell me it didn't all come from one bag.
No, absolutely not. Are you friggin' kidding me? The chain was separate. The coat was one thing. The tooth. I'll show you the receipt. This thing cost me a lot of bread. What?
There's no way it was all in one bag.
I swear to anything on earth. I'll tell you all the items I bought. The Joker coat was one item. That came with a wig. The Joker coat, the purple trench coat.
It was you admit it's the Joker.
Yeah, he said it.
An element of it, Now listen.
Wait, coat? I thought it was a jumpsuit.
The wig was a separate wig from a different. That was a separately bought wig. Okay, custom hairdo. That wasn't the Joker's hair. I mean, you have to admit that, right?
It just happens to be the same color as the Joker's.
Same color, but the style was a little different. You have to admit that. Very different. Very flat.
I do admit it was. It wasn't slicked back like.
The chain was a separate purchase. That was $14, a $14 plastic chain, which I'm going to, what other use am I going to get out of this in my life? Unless I go to a Raiders game.
What?
And they wear those at the game.
Okay.
I don't know why. The fourth is a tooth. And the bubble gum. What else was there? Was there anything else in my costume?
Factor in the value of the bubble gum.
So what do you think now? Now that you know that they didn't all come in the same bag.
I'm impressed they didn't all come in the same bag. Truly.
Yeah, they didn't. I had to scour that store. I was walking around Spirit Hollywood for like 2.5 hours to put that whole thing together.
All right.
And excuse me. I accept it.
Thank you. Can you cut in just that part where he says accept it?
I will not challenge the acidness of your performance, of your costume.
Okay. Can you put that in at that tail end, cut it in of our argument?
Give him no special effects when he does this. Just
come on, all you have to do is double exposure and lift my body up.
Lightning and then lift your body up, yeah.
Just no effects.
A smoke bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Have fun.
Get thee gone, Don.
Adios.
Pleasure to lose to you, Don. Pleasure.
Don, thanks for playing. You'll always be a part of the Fantasy Critic legacy.
Thank you so much. Seriously, it's been so fun.
Let us all salute as we raise Don's wig into the rafters.